I'll be here tonight. I just supposed to be one of my attendee. I brought some cousins, but anyway, I was told when I came in, can you give testimony? So I said, oh my God, okay, why not? So my name is Josie. I worked in US for 3 decades. So we retired here, and my husband is my first testimony. So I met Portier 2020 in the peak of the lockdown. So this is my husband. This picture was his second heart attack. He was actually disabled from US. He was approved of disability at the age of 60 because number one, he had a back problem. He could not work straight. He had an arthritis. Then on top of that, this is his second heart attack. Then he had a severe gout. When the doctor saw him, the problem was the back. He said, we applied for disability and it's hard to get a disability in US. But when the doctor saw his hands, which is all deformed, he said, how can he work like that? So we were all glad that he was approved right then and there, because even with a lawyer, it's hard to get disability in US. So that was 2016. He arrived here in the Philippines. I took him here because I was not retired that time yet. The first doctor saw him, endocrinologist. He said, okay, Francisco, I need to do all the tests. And go, oh, well, I have all the labs from US, fresh from the, within the week. Said, no, I need to do everything. So the doctor here got all the labs of Francisco. Then also, he took a pelvic ultrasound, abdominal ultrasound. And so he never had ultrasound in US because he never had abdominal pain, he never had blood in urine. But the doctor explanation here, well, he's been getting all the medicines, diabetic for longer, so I need to know inside. So he did the ultrasound. After 10 days, we keep telling him, do the ultrasound. They found a cancer of the kidney. So I told him, oh, you better come back here to US because I just brought him within 10 days, then I went back. Oh, no, I'm not coming back to US. They didn't even find my cancer there. I've been there, I've been seeing the doctor every 6 months. So that one kidney was removed here. He didn't go back to US. So his sugar was climbing up. That was 2019. His A1C was 8 point something. Then, the SGPT, all the cholesterol are high. So during the lockdown, he got depressed because we were locked down. He cannot get out because we are senior. So it started to get depressed. His sugar was getting high. Every time we go to the doctor, his insulin is increasing. At that time, he's taking 60 units a day. Then after that said, I'm tired of injecting. Then his sugar was climbing up, plus depressed. He cannot walk because of the severe arthritis. So March 10, I met a doctor. It's Dr. Kanin. He went to my sister's clinic, and because he knows my sister is also a doctor. Then he said, so my sister called me, you need to see this doctor. So why? Oh, he's been an insulin dependent, now he's not. Then he is so ugly before, now he's handsome. What we gonna do with that? So, but anyway, we went because that time we were so desperate. So the Portier started on March 10, exactly. The lockdown was, I think, the official lockdown was March 16. So, when they introduced the product to us, of course, the price. We said, oh my God. I remember that 3 years back, somebody introduced to us. That time we were still okay, my husband was, still okay. We ignore it. We said, how much is that? Oh, 20K, one bottle. What? So we cannot even afford, even if we are a pensioner from US, 20K is too much. So we're paying, car, paying this. I cannot afford, so I ignore it. But, when the time comes when we really need something, any miracle. So when that portrait was presented to us, I never, we said, how much is that? So they said, oh, you can do this, you can have, company is very generous enough, they will have promo. But for me, I'll take it. And I told my husband, how can we pay it? I have a car payment to pay. We'll sold the car. We have 2 cars, I have a car, he has a car. So we will sell your car or my car. What if I have 2 cars and you die? So that was my principle. Without ado, I took the portier, he gave us 1 bottle. At first he didn't really, was hesitant. So we heard, I researched this one, then I called somebody because somebody was telling me he must be taking this portier. So he realized that his cousin was taking it for 3 years. Same age of us, he's taking it for 3 years. And after that, he told us, why are you taking it? Do you have illnesses? He said, no. My reason for taking it, because we were 5 who retired 2 years ago. 3 died already. He said, so why? So I'm scared. So I asked a friend from Tacloban, Lady. He said, pare, unsa naman ni na tulo na may namatay na to. Siya ay kagool na ako ipadani mo. So he was nailed the portier. So that's why the reason. So my husband was convinced. So he started taking it. So we were so excited. After 2 months, we ran the labs. My husband was 8.5, 7.7. After 2 months, my niece, who is a doctor, said, where are you asking for a laboratory? No, we're just excited of something. So his sugar dropped already from 8.5, it went to 7.7. Then after 1 month, we check again. The lab is so easy here. Not like in America. We have to beg, we have our own schedule to go there. We cannot just, all I have to do is call my niece, give me the request. So after a month, it dropped again, 7. Now when he went to US, because we keep going there every 6 months for his checkup, the doctor, we ran the test, this is a US result. The doctor called us. It was virtual because it was locked down. They don't want to see us, especially coming from the Philippines. So when the doctor received the labs, it was just ordered virtually everything through online. He called us, the secretary. Dr. So-and-so, he's doctor for 20 years there, said, wants to see you. So why? We're done already, we have the result, we did the virtual. No, the doctor wants to see you personally. So the reason is, after 20 years, he said, this is the first time that Francisco's lab is better. Then he lose weight, then he decreased his weight. He had a picture before because they always tell us. This was his picture, he wear the same shirt. This was before, this is December because that's, there's a tree, Christmas tree. And that is March, after 3 months. No, that's April. We take it March. No, we take March 10, and that is, I think, May. So he lost, I think he was 215, and he went down to 198. And the doctor was so glad. Finally, Francisco, you are, you lose at least weight. So, other problem of Francisco is his arthritis. He could only walk 10 minutes. So, the minute he started taking